Yo, what's good everybody? Articulated Ninja here. And this is the Valaverse aka Joefest 2023 exclusive figure at the Valaverse booth. This was one of them, and this is Warpath Eclipse. I've been waiting to open this damn figure. I've been waiting because at the show I must have signed over 10 for different people, and every time I signed it I kept saying to myself, damn it, I just want to enjoy it. I just want to take it out the package. And I didn't want to do that in the hotel. I wanted to come home, dim the lights, light the candles, play some nice music. And I just wanted to be in my space. I didn't want to be in a hotel with, horrible lighting trying to appreciate this figure. So I was trying to wait, but every time I had to sign one, it was just breaking my soul a little bit more. But I'm home now, and enough talk. Let's open up this exclusive and see if I feel like it was worth it, if it wasn't, if it is a needed repaint, if it's not really a needed repaint. Let's find out. Alright, so y'all know what time it is. Let's check out D-ass on this action figure.
Hey, yo!
Pause. I'm talking about detail, articulation, accessories, and size. Where's your mind at?
It's time for war, not battle. Show them the strength of your ancestors. Show them you are Dayani Dameo Sitipa. One female, Eclipse. I think she's the only survivor.
I thought Eclipse was dead.
If she's not, she will be tonight. Stay on the lookout. Dayani Dameo Sitipa.
My eyes are wide open. I see you clear. My toes touch the same floor our world has been shaking on. Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.
To me, guys, this is how repaints should be done. I never complain when companies want to do a repaint, and that repaint is so far off from the original, it's almost unrecognizable. And for me, that's what this is here. Sure, I can tell Eclipse was, native or something just in the original character, and it says it on her file card on the back of the box, but this figure screams it. It really shows that representation for some type of native figures. And for me, in my mind, because it's my shelf, so it's what works for me, she can be Spirit's daughter. So many storylines that I can imagine in my mind where she is that badass female Native American character or Native Indian character, whatever you want to word it as. At the end of the day, I want more. I want more native characters. I want more characters that look like they could be in Wakanda. I want more Viking looking characters. I want the Skittles rainbow. I want it all. I want every color. So this is extremely welcomed into my collection. And as far as detail is concerned, it's on every single accessory here, and it's on the original figure. I'm good with it all. You guys seen those montages. The detail is there, man. Whether you do toy photography and you want to get close-up shots of her face expressions, everything looks beautiful. detail wise, or if you're just gonna put her on a shelf, you're still gonna see that same detail. It's here. The detail is in every accessory, like I said. So whether you want to call it a head wrap, a shamar, whatever you want to call it, it looks beautiful. I love that the eyes are blacked out, and of course the ball joints are the same for all the females for the most part. Vala wants, you know, he tries to make things interchangeable from the gear to the heads to whatever, so you can have her own squad with her, and that's what looks beautiful to me. I don't want gear or nothing on these girls. I want it to be as blacked out as possible. I would have liked if this Warpath Eclipse had more black on her, like if her tank top was black and her pants was black. I just want them blacked out as ninjas. But then again, at the same time, I do want her to stand out as the leader of the group or the faction or the clan. So I'm kind of cool with her having a green tank top. I like overall the detail on her paint apps. And speaking of paint apps, Analog Toys was the first person I seen review this figure, and I'm not 100% sure that I would have noticed this without him pointing it out, and he made sure he pointed this out, and it is so true. I love rock and roll. I love my classified rock and roll figure, but here's an example of a company trying to save some pennies so they skimp out when it comes to the tattoos, versus Vala, who's trying to get the tattoo perfect, man, in every crevice and corner that he can get that tattoo in. He didn't just abandon the elbow or the joints. It's in there. Shout out to my man Tony, Analog Toys, for bringing that up, because it was one of the first things that I wanted to see and compare as soon as I got home and got to open her for myself. Like I said, I like classified, but there's a very clear difference here when it comes to detail and just paint apps in general, especially at this price point. This is a clear winner for me. This is real tattoos. You can see he's getting into the joints, and the tattoo goes all the way up to her collarbone. So that's why I don't have her scarf around her, because I want to show. I didn't even know there was a tattoo on her chest. So that's why I like her no armor tank top. I want to see it all. And once again, in terms of articulation, if you have any of the other Action Force females, she's basically a repaint of the other Eclipse. So the articulation is going to be the same. I'm not going to say, hey, the leg moves here, the arm moves here. Everybody knows for the most part. And ultimately, I'm not really here to sell you guys on articulation, because honestly, I'm not here to sell you on the damn figure. I'm just showing off what makes me happy and telling you guys why it made me happy in the categories that it did make me happy. So I'm good with the articulation here. I'm going to show off in a few different poses. But like I said, if you have any other females, she moves the same. If you have G.I. Joe Classified, if you have Marvel Legends, all of them are very similar. They're all in the same realm in terms of articulation, and I'm super good here when it comes to articulation. I'm happy, especially for the price point. And this is where the value really shines for me. I'm not sure what the price will be when it's listed up on the Valaverse website, but at the convention, I believe this figure was like $31.99 or something like that. There's 22 accessories here. There's no other company, no Marvel Legends, no G.I. Joe Classified. There's no other company that's giving us, even when it comes to NECA, giving us 22 accessories with an entire figure for $31.99. It's just not happening. I'm in my feelings, guys, because I'm thinking about how things come full circle. I remember complaining when even when it came to Valaverse's Basic Trooper that it didn't come with a gun or it didn't come with an accessory. And now not only is he reducing prices, but like I said, no one's beating him at this price point when it comes to accessories on one of his figures. Time and time again, I say he watched my video and he said, I'm gonna shut that guy up, and that's exactly what he did, because I can't complain here when it comes to price point or what I'm getting for my dollar. I just don't feel like I'm getting ripped off looking at everything laid across this table, and that's not even including removing the leg holster or nothing like that. I can't complain, man. It's hard for me to complain when it comes to accessories here versus what everybody else is getting us. Anybody can sit here and say, oh, we should get more or this or that. At the end of the day, he's giving us more than anyone else is giving us at this price point. I'm good with that. Not to mention, it's not like the accessories are shitty, or it's not like the accessories don't have good paint apps, because they really do. So I'm happy with that, and I'm glad to add another vest to my collection of Action Force vests that I have, even though I won't be having the vest on her, because like I said, I want to show off her skin, and I want to show off her tattoos, man, because I really didn't know she had a tattoo by her on her right collarbone and extending down to her chest. I didn't know that was even there, because I only see the figure. I was signing the figure and really just looking at it with the vest on, and I want to know when it's going to be up on the site, because I want to order more. Speaking of that, shout out to my girl. She let me open hers and she did not want to open hers. You know, she had her signed by Vala and she let me open it, so I had two for this review to show you guys a comparison of her all armored up and her with no armor on. So I love you, babe. Thank you for letting me open your figure. I will try to get you another one when he lists it. I will buy you another one. But yeah, I'm so happy here when it comes to accessories. I'm good. And when it comes to size, I usually say I like how Vala, you know, his girls aren't toothpicks. They're not like supermodels. They have some strong biceps and arms, and just in general, I like that. So here she is next to some Action Force figures. Then we have her next to just some random figures from Mythic Legions to Marvel Legends to Mattel He-Man figures. And then we have her next to some classified figures. So overall, I really do like her size, especially that they are a tad bit bigger than the average classified female, because I don't want every female to look like they have like supermodel proportions. I want some big strong girls in that military lineup on my shelf. For me personally, this was a needed repaint. So I love anthropomorphic figures, like figures that look like humans that can shift into animals. And her expression face for me just screams like she shifts into something big, not fast and swift like a wolf. No, she like shifts into an entire bear. She can transform into a bear. So for me, in my mind, that's what I see on her facial expression. Like she has the strength and the fury of a giant angry bear. So I love having her in my collection. There's some repaints that I just do not complain about because they're so far off from the original representation, and that's what we got here. I don't know when she will be available on Valaverse.com. Like I said, just follow his socials so you can see when she does get posted, because I think she's going to sell out pretty fast, guys. To be just 100% honest, I was at the convention, I was at the booth, and it was like every time I turned around, I heard Ryan, Mike, Vala, Jordan. I heard somebody saying Warpath. Let me pass me a Warpath. Let me get. She was fucking flying off of those shelves. So I can only imagine when she goes online. I don't know what her price is going to be, and I don't know how long she's going to be available for, but I'm going to be watching too, because I want to get my girl another one that's not opened at all. So I do want to get another one. And I would like to get another one for myself as well, because like I said, I do think she's going to be a sleeper, because Eclipse was the sleeper of the wave. Me and Retro loved Eclipse. So just to have this version of her is just awesome, man. I love the way that she looks here. And my biggest negative in general is maybe the wrists are too tight, but I'm at a point where I heat up all my figures in general, whether it's classified figures, import figures. I just take the time to heat up everything because I'm not taking no chances. Ever since I had that Mythic Legions horse break on me, that was like an $80 horse. I'm just not taking no damn chances. So I heat up everything here, and the wrists are just kind of tight, but I'd rather something tight than 100% loose or gummy or, you know, bendable and pliable, and I don't want to deal with that. I understand there's always going to be some type of negatives with something, and that's my biggest negative here. And since that's my biggest negative here, some tight wrist, then damn, I'm happy. Like, I'm good. I hope we get more figures like this from face packs, facial expressions, just different paint apps showing off maybe more of their culture or where they're from. This was awesome, man. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, I'm never trying to sell you guys shit. I'm just trying to explain to you guys what I love. My most favorite figures usually wind up on my channel because I just want to me, in my mind, putting them up on my channel is how I solidify them in like immortality. You know what I'm saying? Like when I have my collection room set up in the future, I want to have YouTube videos playing of my most favorite figures on a flat screen in my collection room, because I want my favorite figures to be highlighted, and she definitely deserves to be there.
Dayani Dameo City. G.I. Joe, classified, Marvel Legends on my mind, Valaverse in NECA time, Mythic Legions I must find, SH Figure Arts I can't lie, Rebel Tech got my pockets dry, Set Action Figures for life, Articulated Ninja is nausea, you might wanna subscribe, Action